Hi guys, let's start part number 3 of test number 30 UPSC 2021 Prelims test series from Vision IAS. So question number 66. Consider the following pairs of kingdoms and regions. So on the one side we have kingdom and on the other side we have region. The first one is Chandela and it is matched with Kalinga, and this is incorrect. So the Chandelas, they were a royal dynasty in central India. Their first capital city was Khajuraho, which was later shifted to Mahotsava Nagar or Mahoba. So it is not Kalinga, but it should be a part in central India and its first capital city being Khajuraho. So it is incorrect. The second one is Solanki. It is paired with Gujarat and this is correct. Number 3, Yadava. It is paired with Deccan and it is correct. Number 4, Sena. It is paired with Karnataka and it is incorrect. So the Sena Empire, it ruled the Bengal region through the 11th and 12th centuries. So it's not Karnataka, but it's Bengal. So only 2 and 3 are correct. Which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? So option B is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 67. Bharat Stri Mahamandal, a major women organization in 20th century, was convened by option A, Ramabai Ranade. Incorrect. Number C, Margaret Cousins. Incorrect. Option D, Sorojini Naidu. Incorrect. Option B, Sharla Devi Chaudharani. This is correct. So in 1910, Sharla Devi Chaudharani convened the first meeting of the Bharat Shri Mahamandal, the first major Indian women's organization set up by a woman. And she did this because she felt that the men working for women's emancipation lived under the shade of Manu. So the correct answer is option B. Now let's come to question number 68. Question number 68. With reference to the non-methane volatile organic compounds, NMVOC, consider the following statements. Statement 1. NMVOCs contribute to the formation of ground level ozone. This is true. Statement 2. Some of the NMVOCs are carcinogenic agents. This is true. Example, formaldehyde, benzene, etc. Then statement 3. Formaldehyde is an example of NMVOC. It is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Now let's come to question number 69. Question number 69. Consider the following statements in the context of N.E. Akbari. Statement 1. The book was written in Indo-Persian style by Abul Fazl. This is correct. Statement 2. It gives a detailed account of the organization of the court, administration, and army. Revenue. Okay, army also and revenue. But nothing about religion and culture of common people. This is incorrect. So this Akbari, it deals with Akbar's administration, it deals with its household, army, revenues, and geography of his empire. It provides rich details about the religion, traditions, and culture of the people living in India. So, this statement is incorrect because it says nothing about religion and culture of common people, and this statement is incorrect. Which of the above statements is or are correct? So, the correct answer is option A, that is one only. Now, let's come to question number 70. Consider the following statements with respect to non-performing assets, that is NPAs. Statement 1. Gross NPAs of public sector banks constitute more than 90% of total NPAs of the banking system. This is incorrect. The share of gross NPAs of public sector banks in total gross NPAs is around 76% as on September 2020. So as on September 2020, it is around 76% and not more than 90%. So it is incorrect. Statement 2. Gross NPA of public sector banks increased steadily in the last 5 years. This is incorrect. Gross NPAs of public sector banks did not steadily increase in the last 5 years. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option D. Neither one nor two. Question number 71. With reference to the recently launched National Urban Digital Mission, consider the following statements. Number 1, it seeks to create a digital infrastructure for all the cities in the country. This is true. Statement 2. It is an initiative of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. This is incorrect. So, it is an initiative of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So, statement 2 is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So, the correct answer is option A, that is one only. Now, let's come to question number 72. With reference to agriculture voltage technology, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It enables the farmers to increase their income by simultaneously generating electricity and growing cash crops on the same piece of land. This is true. Statement 2. Under PM Kusum scheme, there is a provision for installation of agri-voltaic system in farmers' fields. This is true. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Now let's come to question number 73. So question number 73. The two states X and Y fought continually to control the Raichur Dwab and also the seaports of Goa, Honavar, etc. on the west coast in the 14th and 15th centuries. Kingdom Y ruled with Gulbarga as capital, and Kingdom X was established earlier than Y. X and Y respectively are option A, Kakatiyas and Yadavas. This is incorrect. Option C, Hoysalas and Vijayanagar kingdoms. Incorrect. Option D, Cheras and Pandyas. Incorrect. So option B, Vijayanagar and Bahmani kingdoms. This is correct. So Jafar Khan, who declared independence in 1345 at Devagiri, shifted his capital to Gulbarga in northern Karnataka. He took the title Bahman Shah, and the dynasty he inaugurated became known as the Bahmani dynasty. So Bahmani dynasty would be from 1347 to 1527. And in 1336, the Vijayanagar kingdom was inaugurated by Sangam brothers. So it was inaugurated in the year 1336. So Vijayanagar, that is Kingdom X, was established earlier than Kingdom Y, that is Bahmani. This is correct. And the statement Y, that is Bahmani, Kingdom Y, that is the Bahmani kingdom, ruled with Gulbarga as capital. This is also correct. And they fought continually for controlling the Raichur Dwap and also the seaports of Goa. This is also correct. So option B is the correct answer. Question number 74. Consider the following statements regarding the clean development mechanism of the Kyoto Protocol. Statement 1. Under this, each certified emission reduction, that is CER credit, is equivalent to 1000 tons of carbon dioxide. This is incorrect. It should be equivalent to 1 ton of carbon dioxide. Statement 2. CDM is the main source of income for the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change Adaptation Fund. This is true. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option B, that is 2 only. Now let's come to question number 75. Consider the following pairs: type of textile, and on the other side we have utility. So the first one is technical textile, and it is used in, or it is used as medical implants. This is true. Second one, we have geotextiles, and it is used in road and railway constructions. This is true. The third one is smart textiles, and it is used in UV protective clothing. This is one of its uses. This is true. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? So the correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Question number 76. Consider the following statements with reference to Telecom Equipment Export Promotion Council, that is TEPC. Statement 1. It is an independent body set up by the government to promote the export of telecom equipment and services. This is correct. Statement 2. It helps in sharing the expertise of the telecom equipment and services from India to the developing countries. This is also true. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So both 1 and 2. Option C is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 77. Question number 77. Appeals related to which of the following can be filed under Faceless Appeals Scheme 2020? Faceless Appeals Scheme 2020. The first statement: Errors related to direct taxes. This is correct. Number 2, evasion of goods and services tax. No. So all income tax appeals will be finalized in a faceless manner under the faceless ecosystem, with the exception of appeals relating to serious frauds. So except appeals relating to serious frauds, major tax evasion, sensitive and such matters, international tax, and Black Money Act. So, second statement, evasion of goods and services tax. It is not related to this appeals, cannot be filed under Faceless Appeals Scheme 2020. So cases under Black Money Act, this is also incorrect. Number 4, serious financial frauds, this is also incorrect. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So the correct answer is A, 1 only. Now let's come to question number 78. In the context of the peasant movement in British India, consider the following statements with respect to the Eka movement of 1921. Statement 1. The movement occurred in the Bengal region. This is incorrect. The Eka movement or unity movement is a peasant movement which surfaced in Hardoi, Bharuch, and Sitapur. So it surfaced in Hardoi, Bharuch, and Sitapur in United Provinces during the end of 1921. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. The movement remained non-violent until its end. This is incorrect. It became violent. The leadership of the movement changed from Congress to Madari Pasi, who was a low caste leader who was not inclined to accept non-violence. So he was against non-violence. Such violent methods rattled the Congress. This led to movement losing contact with nationalist class. By March 1922, severe repression by authorities brought the movement to an end. So it ended by March 1922. Statement 3. Madari Pasi, a low caste leader, was associated with the movement. This is true. So which of the statements given above is or are incorrect? So it's asking for the incorrect statement. So 1 and 2 are incorrect. So option C is the right answer. Now let's come to question number 79. The Government of India recently proposed to construct the largest floating solar energy project in the world. Which of the following is or are advantages of floating solar power projects? Number 1, higher efficiency of solar panels. This is correct. Statement 2, lower transmission cost. This is incorrect. It will not be lower but higher, so it will be increased transmission cost. Then statement 3, check harmful algal bloom in water. This is true. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So the correct answer is option C, that is 1 and 3 only. Now let's come to question number 80. With reference to the cultural history of India, which one of the following is the correct description of the term Gandharas? Ganadharas. Option A. Powerful merchant guilds of early medieval South India. This is incorrect. Option C. Merchants who sells perfume. Incorrect. Option D. Titles given to court musicians and dancers. Incorrect. Option B. Chief disciples of a Tirthankar. This is correct. Question number 81. In the context of climate change and global warming, consider the following statements about carbon dioxide, that is CO2. Statement 1. The current concentration of atmospheric carbon dioxide level is approximately 400 parts per billion, that is ppb. This is incorrect. The current carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere is at 416 parts per million and not parts per billion. So this is incorrect. Statement 2. Amount of carbon dioxide dissolved in the oceans is several times more than the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This is correct. So it is estimated that the ocean contain about 50 times more carbon dioxide than the atmosphere and 19 times more than the land biosphere. So which of these statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option B, that is 2 only. Now let's come to question number 82. Question number 82. With reference to the use of brain fingerprinting technology in India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It is a neuropsychological method used to interrogate an accused by studying his or her brain responses. This is true. Statement 2. The consent of the accused is first taken in order to perform the test. This is also true. Statement 3. The accused cannot be convicted based on the test report. This is also true. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option D, that is 1, 2 and 3. Now let's come to next question. Okay, so now let's come to next question. Question number 83. Consider the following statements with respect to the constitutional provisions related to citizenship in India. Number 1. Constitution does not mention the grounds for acquiring and loss of citizenship. This is true. Statement 2. Parliament has the exclusive right to frame laws related to citizenship. So Parliament has the only right, so it has the right and the only right to frame laws related to citizenship. This is also true. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. Now let's come to question number 84. Apart from its well-known roles like preparing the red list of threatened species, IUCN has also been involved in activities like sustainable development, climate change, ecosystem conservation, etc. In this context, which of the following initiatives and programs is IUCN associated with? The first one we have blue. Okay, so the first one is Blue Natural Capital Financial Facility, that is BNCFF. This is true. Statement number 2, it would be Protected Planet. It is also correct. Number 3, Panorama Solutions for a Healthy Planet. This is also correct. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So the correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 85. Which of the following is or are the distinguishing characteristics of Carnatic music that differentiate it from Hindustani music? Statement 1. Multiple gharanas can be seen in Carnatic music. This is incorrect. Though clear-cut demarcations in the style of musical presentation similar to the gharanas of Hindustani music are not seen in Carnatic music, but we do come across different styles in rendering compositions. So there are no clear demarcation or clear differences in the different gharana styles like we can see in the Hindustani music. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. There are no exclusively instrumental forms in Carnatic music. This is true. Statement 3. In contrast to Hindustani music, Carnatic music is more thoroughly oriented to the voice. So this is also correct. It is more oriented to the voice. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So the correct answer is option B, that is 2 and 3 only. Question number 86. Which of the following statements are correct with reference to the floating rate savings bonds 2020 scheme? Statement 1. Floating rate savings bonds are debt instruments whose interest rate fluctuates from time to time. So this is correct. Statement 2. Only Indian residents. So only resident Indians can make investments in the scheme. This is also true. Statement 3. They are not tradable in the secondary market. So they are not tradable. This is also correct. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So the correct answer is option D, that is 1, 2 and 3. Now let's come to question number 87. In the context of the economy, what is trend inflation? So what is this trend inflation? Statement A. It is inflation caused due to rising wages. No, this is incorrect. Then option B. Increase in prices due to depreciation in the exchange rate. No, this is not trend inflation. Option C. It is the inflation caused due to increase in value of assets. No, this is incorrect. Statement D. It is a long-term inflation rate derived by removing short-run fluctuations from business cycles. So it's a long-term inflation where the short run fluctuations from business cycles are being removed. So this is what we called as trend inflation. So option D is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 88. In the context of geomorphology, consider the following statements. So the first statement, paddy plains. So paddy plains are formed when the high relief structures like hills in deserts are reduced to low featureless plains. So they become low featureless plains by the activities of wind. This is paddy plains. So this is true. Statement 2. Penny plains. So this is about penny plains. Penny plains are an undulating featureless plain. So there will be ups and downs and also. This penny plains are an undulating featureless plain with low-lying residual hills. So there will be low-lying residual hills of resistant rocks as a result of stream erosion. This is penny plains. This is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option C, that is both 1 and 2. Now let's come to question number 89. Which of the following statements best describes the term sovereign as enshrined in the Indian Constitution? We have option A. Government of India does not have any religion and an individual is free to profess her religion. This does not describe sovereign, but this describes secularism. Now let's come to option B. Supreme power lies with the people and they elect their representative directly or indirectly. This describes democratic and not sovereign. So this is also incorrect. Then we have option number D. Political sovereignty lies with the people and not with a single individual. This describes a republic. Then let's come to option C. India is neither a dependency nor a dominion of any other nation, and it is free to conduct its own affairs. This is the definition of sovereign. So option C is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 90. With the present state of development, artificial intelligence can't effectively do which of the following? Number 1, detecting human emotions using body movement. So they are going to check the body movement and they are going to detect the human emotions. This is true. Then number 2, speed up vaccine development process. This is also true. Number 3, provide warnings about speeding and reduce collisions between speeding vehicles. This is also true. And statement 4, rate a movie's content in a matter of seconds based on the movie script. This is also correct. Select the correct answer using the code given below. The correct answer is option D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So all of them are correct. Question number 91. Biocapsules. So biocapsules was recently in the news. Which of the following statements correctly describes it? Option A. It is an effective and cost-saving technique for carbon sequestration. This is incorrect. Option number C. It is a new rice sowing technique developed for arid and semi-arid regions. This is incorrect. Now let's come to option number D. It refers to any segregated region in the biosphere which has developed independently over time with zero genetic interaction with the outside world. This is also incorrect. Now let's come to option B. It is a biofertilizer technology that ensures the successful delivery of biologically competent beneficial microbes. This is correct. So option B is the correct answer. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 92. With reference to the consultative committees, consider the following statements. Statement 1. They provide a forum for informal discussions between the ministers and the members of parliament on the policies and programs of the government. This is correct. Option statement 2. They are constituted by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. This is correct. Statement 3. The minister in charge of the ministry concerned acts as the chairman of the consultative committee of that ministry. So, statement 3 is also correct. Which of the statements given above are correct? So the correct option is option number D, 1, 2 and 3. Now let's come to question number 93. Which of the following kingdoms were contemporary of the Kanva kingdom? So Kanva kingdom, it started at about 75 BC and it lasts till 30 BC. Now let's first come to option D, that is Nanda. So Nanda dynasty, their rule reigned from 345 BC to 322 BC. So they are not contemporary of the Kanva dynasty. So option D is incorrect. Now let's come to option C, that is Shunga. So Shunga dynasty, its reign is from 185 BC to 75 BC. Sunga dynasty was overthrown by the Kanva dynasty in parts of eastern and central India. So after Shunga dynasty, Kanva dynasty came. So they are not contemporary of Kanva dynasty. Now let's come to option B, Gupta. So Gupta Empire existed from the mid 3rd century CE to 543 CE. So Gupta Empire existed from the mid 3rd century CE to 543 CE. So they are not a contemporary of Kanva because Kanva is from 75 BC to 30 BC. Now let's come to option A, Satavahanas. So Satavahana dynasty began in the mid 1st century CE, 1st century BC. So 1st century BC and came to an end in the early 3rd century CE. So mid of 1st century BC, it would be about 50 BC. So they started ruling from 50 BC. So it is, and around 50 BC, Kanva dynasty is also still there. So Satavahana is a contemporary of Kanva, and so option A is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 94. Consider the following statements regarding the United Nations Decade on Ecosystem Restoration 2021-2030. Statement 1. It is led by the United Nations Environment Programme and Food and Agriculture Organization FAO. This is correct. Statement 2. It aims at a restoration of both terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem. This is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct option is option C, both 1 and 2. Question number 95. So question number 95. Which of the following is correct regarding 81 bonds? 81 bonds recently in news. So 81 bonds stands for additional tier 1 bonds. So statement 1. Additional tier 1 bonds are unsecured. So they are unsecured bonds that have no maturity date. This is correct. Statement 2. These bonds are typically used. So they are used by banks to bolster their tier 1 capital. So this statement is also true. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So option number C, both 1 and 2 is the correct answer. Question number 96. Consider the following statements with reference to India's foreign exchange reserves. Statement 1. Gold reserves account for the largest component of foreign exchange reserves. This is incorrect. So gold is not the largest component of foreign exchange reserves. The share of gold in total forex reserves is around 5.8% till March 2021, and foreign currency assets, that is FCA, foreign currency assets, is the largest component of foreign exchange or forex reserves at approximately 93%. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. A fall in reserves weakens the rupee's position against the US dollar. This is true. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option B, that is 2 only. Now let's come to question number 97. Question number 97. Consider the following statements regarding Asia Protected Areas Partnership, that is APAP. Statement 1. Promoting transboundary and regional cooperation for better conservation outcomes is one of the key activities of this initiative. This is true. Statement 2. The partnership is being chaired by the World Wide Fund for Nature, that is WWF. This is incorrect. It is chaired by IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature. So the correct, which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option A, that is 1 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 98. So question number 98. Consider the following statements with reference to iron ore in India. Statement 1. Magnetite is the best quality of iron ore. This is incorrect. It should not be magnetite, but it should be hematite. Hematite is the best quality of iron ore. Statement 2. It is not found in the northeastern part of India. Yes, iron ores are not found in the northeastern part of India. This is true. Statement 3. Most of the hematite ores are found in the Dharwar and Kudappa rock systems of peninsular India. So it's found in Dharwar and Kudappa rock system of peninsular India. This is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option B, that is 2 and 3 only. Now let's come to question number 98. Question number 99. Which of the following statements correctly describes given goods? Option A. These are the goods for which demand increases. Demand increases as the prices fall. This is incorrect. Option C. These are goods for which increase in income causes a bigger percentage increase in demand. This is incorrect. Option D. These are goods for which increase in income causes a fall in demand. This is incorrect. Option B. These are the goods for which demand increases as the price increases. So the demand increases as the price increases. This is the correct answer. Option B is correct. Now let's come to question number 100. Consider the following statements with reference to infrastructure investment trust. Statement 1. These are institutions that enable investments into the infrastructure sector by pooling money from individual investors. This is correct. Now let's come to statement 2. Infrastructure investment trusts are regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. This is incorrect. So the infrastructure investment trust are regulated by the Securities Market Regulator in India, that is SEBI. So statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 3. Infrastructure investment trusts help in attracting international finance into the Indian infrastructure sector. This is true. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option C, that is 1 and 3 only. That's all, guys. Bye.